Hi everyone, it's Kat. Thanks so much for being here. Today we are unboxing a Greenspaces.id order. Pretty much everyone has done one of these unboxings. There are plenty to watch. They are really satisfying to see. And I decided to hop on the trend, but I did it during a pandemic like an idiot. So this is kind of how that went, I guess. I put in this order on April 14th, a very long time ago. Then basically, due to the pandemic, there were very understandable delays and it did not ship until June 1st. Today is June 5th and I have finally received my Greenspaces order. I'm literally way too excited right now to get into any more nitty-gritty details. So that'll be at the end of the video with all the pricing and shipping information because I just want to open the box. And now you have to watch the outro. Okay, I need scissors. This is actually so funny because I have been watching these videos non-stop. It obviously worked because I put in an order myself inspired by those videos, and I've always wanted to be like the one unboxing a Greenspaces.id order on YouTube. I wanted to be one of those people, and here I am with my less than 10 subscriber count. I really only have like 2 rare plants in my collection, and they're not even really that rare anymore. So I am super excited to finally have some cool plants to show. It literally looks like everybody's that I watched. Okay, so here is how it was packaged. You have like the little like fluff that you see a lot. Sometimes they throw in like a little extra like monthly free plants that I was hoping would happen to me just because it didn't happen, but that's okay. I have some plants in here that are known to not ship well, so I am very, very nervous. I kind of did a whole shipment of plants that are known not to ship well. So let's just get right into it with this first plant. Okay, so obviously I had to get myself a Syngonium Albo, and here she is. I've been wanting this plant for so long. I'm super into Syngonium, and I obviously wanted the variegated version. These look pretty good. There is like some slight damage, like there's this clearly just done for a leaf. So it does look like it got a little bit too much water, and like there's some browning right here, but overall like this leaf is beautiful. There's some new growth right here with some nice coloration. Overall, you know, even though this is my first overseas order, I kind of knew to expect some light damage. You know what I mean? It's kind of what to expect. So I am really excited to see the roots on these guys because that's really what's gonna tell how well this plant is gonna do. The roots are like covered in, these guys, in toilet paper, I guess, and it is quite damp. And this was wrapped in like a plastic wrap, a plastic baggie. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. These aren't the best roots that I've seen on these unboxings, but I'm gonna clean it up and put it in water, and I think he'll bounce back. There's some new growth going on. These are pretty easy plants. And is it perfect? Absolutely not. But I've been really excited for this. This plant was $15, and yeah, overall not bad. Locally, if I want to get this plant, I'm gonna be spending like at least 50 bucks probably. So I'm pretty satisfied with this plant, and we're gonna move on. Plant number 2. Hopefully I just get better and better at unwrapping these as I go. I'm trying to keep it like a surprise. It's another one. Got you. This leaf is clearly done. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even have to go that deep into it. Like, this leaf is clearly done. It's a big leaf, but it's done. And then over here I have like an all white leaf, which, you know, if you don't know, having all white leaves looks really pretty, but isn't really like, it's not gonna allow your plant to photosynthesize and last. So it's not sustainable. This one and this one look beautiful. This one I'll just keep an eye on and make sure that there is green in this new growth that's coming in right here. So there's new growth, that's great. Again, not perfect, but for ordering plants from Indonesia in the middle of a pandemic, you know what, like, I'll take what I can get. And I've been wanting this plant so bad, obviously I had to get two. Guys, what? Okay, great root system. This plant's gonna be fine. I'm gonna do a little bit of cleanup on the roots like up here, but this is crazy. When you're ordering overseas, especially, again, this was $15 too, so these were the same price. So I recommend if you're getting like a little bit of a cheaper plant and you're bulk buying anyway, go ahead and buy two. So this next one is not a Syngonium, believe it or not. And I'm not sure how well they ship, but the root ball compared to the last one I just did looks a little bit smaller, so. Oh! Ooh! I got a Philodendron Florida Ghost, and it is beautiful. Let's see what the roots look like. Not bad roots at all. Let me see. They're like a little bit tangled on each other. So I bet you if I like, you know, gently pull on them, look at that. That's great. Ooh, that's weird as well. Look at that. That looks beautiful. Again, that's gonna require like a little bit of cleanup, but super good. And for $20, I have like a bunch of beautiful leaves. Oh, I just love it. I love it so much. Okay, this one I'm really nervous for, and I was gonna leave it for last, but like, and like, if you know anything about shipping and Greenspaces, like, you know what plant this is gonna be. I didn't peek. I didn't do anything. I like literally, ah! Syngonium Pink Splash. Oh my gosh. Guys. These are like notorious for shipping poorly. Obviously, after I put in this order, I watched even more Greenspaces unboxings, and this plant was just bad shipment after bad shipment after bad shipment on the videos I was watching, and I was getting so nervous, and I kind of knew it before I put the order in, but I did it anyway because I wanted this plant. And this plant I think was, let me check, this plant was $35. By now I think you can probably find it a little bit easier here in the States, but it's still a pricey plant, and $35 on that on Greenspaces is still one of their more expensive Syngonium. I'm gonna check out the root system next, see like what we're working with on that front. I also just love how not only did I decide to order plants from overseas for the first time in the midst of COVID, but then I received the package and decided to film this unboxing on a terrible rainy day at like 6:30 p.m. So the lighting is terrible. So once I'm done recording this, I'm gonna take some pretty B-roll for you so that you can enjoy it. I'm assuming you're seeing it. I'm assuming I did it. Ooh. These are nice. These are nice. So I'm very happy to see this. I'm so happy that I got here okay. And I'm finally gonna unbox my last little plant. I have a Syngonium problem, like I won't even lie. You already knew it was a Syngonium. The Albo I knew I wanted, but this plant I waited to put my order in because it was out of stock, and I was refreshing every single day until it came back in stock. And then I put it in my cart and I bought the whole cart, and I went to go check if I got the last one, and I did. So hopefully they didn't give me like the leftover one. So this here is the Syngonium Army. It's not the Syngonium with the yellow variegation. That's a different one and actually way more expensive. This was $15. This variegation isn't super strong, so it will get stronger hopefully the longer I have it. Here's an example of like a little bit of a weaker leaf. You can see that, you know, this is all pretty plain color, and then there are little patches of lighter. These two leaves are probably done for. I'm just gonna pick definitely this leaf off. And then here is an example of what I want the rest of the plant to start looking like over time. You can see that beautiful color. Ugh, oh my gosh, I'm so happy, you guys. I waited so long for this package. I was so nervous. I watched unboxings just like trying to make me feel better, and then a lot of them didn't. And I was like, with my luck, I'm gonna be one of the sad stories. And I'm just like so happy with these. When you're importing plants from overseas, set your bar a little bit lower, and then you'll be happier. I'm not crazy about these roots. Like, these roots are a little bit darker. You can see, again, I'll take close-ups, but I don't know, they're a little bit darker compared to like, say, what's a good one? The Splash, the Pink Splash. Yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna have to kind of keep my eye on this. The leaves look good, so that makes me feel a little bit better about it, but I'm gonna be a little bit careful with this plant. For this plant specifically, honestly for all of my plants, I think I'm gonna do a follow-up video showing exactly what I do, well, what I'm going to do with these plants now that I've unboxed them, and my care tips for taking care of plants that you've shipped in. So what are all of the nitty-gritty details of ordering from Greenspaces? I finally got the unboxing out of the way. I feel good, I'm excited, but let's talk about pricing, let's talk about shipping, let's talk about all that good stuff. So if you're paying attention, I spent $100 total on the plants themselves. So that was the Albo for $15 each, the Army for $15, the Pink Splash for $35, and then the Philodendron Florida Ghost for $20, so $100. And then on top of that, you are absolutely required to get a phytosanitary certificate when you are ordering from overseas, and that's to bring the plants through customs to the US, and that costs $25, non-negotiable. And then, of course, we have the shipping, and shipping is expensive for plants because it has to be quick, it has to be trackable. The shipping was $45, and then with $3.50 in tax, I spent a total of $173.50 on plants from Indonesia. The price to pay for variegation. However, overall, I thought it was a really good investment. This is a great way to order some of those plants that you've had your eye on for a long time. I've had my eye on these plants for a long time. I've been wanting them, but they are so expensive to get here in the US, and they're really not easy to get. So it made sense for me to save up a little bit of money and bulk buy these rare plants from overseas and bring them here. So yeah, check out Greenspaces if you like. That's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you learned a little something about green spaces, maybe got your eye on something. Please subscribe, like this video, comment down below what your favorite plant was. Yeah, and I will see you next time. Bye!